Hi, everybody, and welcome to the DRF Breeding Report. I'm Dan Illman. It's always great to be talking Kentucky Derby pedigree profiles with Nicole Russo. She joins us via the phone. And Nicole, last week's Tampa Bay Derby winner Tapwrit starting to live up to that $1.2 million yearling purchase price.
Yeah, about 18 months ago, Tapwrit went through the auction ring at the Tipton Saratoga selected yearling sale. That's a boutique auction, kind of one of the big kickoffs to the yearling season. And to be a seven-figure worth at that sale, you've really got to be just sort of a flawless individual, a man among boys physically, and have a great cage, which Tapwrit certainly does. And yeah, he fetched that $1.2 million purchase price from a partnership of three notable owners, Bridlewood Farm, Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, and Robert LaPenta teamed up for that purchase price.
So he certainly looks the part. He certainly has the pedigree. We'll dive into that in a minute. And he's got the performance. He's trained by Todd Pletcher as well. Let's take a look at his race. The Tampa Bay Derby most recently, a McCracken-less Tampa Bay Derby, but it doesn't make it less impressive. Tapwrit overcame a little bit of a bobble at the start, Nicole, and he took no prisoners on the turn.
Yeah, that was just a terrific move on that turn to kind of really seize command of the race. And Tapwrit was second to McCracken, one of the Derby favorites, in the local prep for the Tampa Derby, the Sam F. Davis, and really came back and, flattered McCracken as well as himself with this win in the Tampa Bay Derby.
Now, this horse is, of course, by multiple champion stallion, the great Tapwrit. And we know that the Tapwrits can be a little bit quirky. And Tapwrit, once he made the lead in the Tampa Bay Derby, it looked like maybe he was looking around and trying to drift in. He's still learning, but this horse has a tremendous female family as well. Tell us a little bit about the dam, the graded winning Appealing Zophie.
Yeah, Appealing Zophie posted her biggest win in the spin-away at Saratoga as a juvenile, a grade one. Came back as a 3-year-old and, won the Silver Bullet Day the following spring on the Kentucky Oaks Trail. Kind of a very good, I think, middle-distance family. Tapwrit's thrown a couple of Belmont Stakes winners. Certainly he has a little bit of upside on the family distance-wise, but Appealing Zophie, a very good, very tough little filly, and, certainly a very good family behind her with a few grade one winners farther back in the pedigree.
So now the million-dollar question, or at least in the case of Tapwrit, the $1.2 million question is, do you think this horse has enough stamina in this family to last the demanding Derby distance?
Well, my gut says, looking at him with that female family behind him, that he is more of a miler, middle-distance type. That being said, sometimes class gifts you that extra furlong or extra quarter of a mile, and this is a pedigree, top and bottom, just with class on it. Leading stallion out of a grade one winner, and certainly that contributed to his purchase price as well.
As I said earlier in the piece, this horse ticks many of the boxes. Big yearling price, trained by Todd Pletcher, big pedigree, big performance line with a win in a major Kentucky Derby prep, the Tampa Bay Derby. We're going to find out a lot more about Tapwrit in the coming weeks as we head into the Kentucky Derby, and you're going to want to tune in next week for the DRF Breeding Report because the Rebel Stakes is coming up at Oaklawn, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about that major prep at Oaklawn. For all the latest up-to-date breeding information on Twitter, head on over to @DRF Breeding. We'll see you next week.